Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 50 podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Nate Tip 454.
So Wreck-It Ralph 2 had its, I guess that was a teaser trailer.
Teaser trailer.
And, you know, the first movie was fun. It had a lot of video game
I like
stuff
the first
in it.
movie.
It had a fun little setup. And this one is they go on the internet. You know, all the perils of everything you find on the internet. It kind of makes jokes about pop-up ads and those stupid clickbait article things. Oh, check this out. Oh, the
this might surprise you. Yeah.
This one trick. Bankers, hey, you can pay off your mortgage in 2 months. Oh, they make all the silly jokes.
Yeah.
eBay and
yeah.
Little app kind of games, the little games.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, while it had some funny laughs and it visually looks good, what's this about? Like,
See, I think it's getting away from what the original was, so I don't like it.
Is there a bad guy?
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
Like I said, is there going to be a bad guy? Are they just going to be messing around the internet all day? Are they even going to go to like... I mean, they can't use Steam as the thing, but that's like one of the biggest...
like, how are they going to make like a visual representation of something like that? Like, what do they go to the Steam store? So they have all the Steam video games are on there?
Exactly. And also, are they going to go after the big games? Are they going to be like going to like StarCraft or something? Or
something that was like that.
They showed real video games and they showed fake video games in the first one.
Yeah.
So you saw things like Street Fighter and even like Ninja Turtles in the background.
Exactly.
Root Beer Tapper.
Pole Position, stuff like that were on there. And then they had fake video games like Candy Crush and... Candy Rush.
Candy Rush.
And then, the Wreck-It Ralph video game, even though it looked like a game that probably could have been made back then, but it was like a mixture of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, exactly. And people did make the game after the movie.
Yeah, you can actually play. People do have like stand-up cabinets of the Fix-It-Felix Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was there a Fix-It-Felix Senior? Is there a Trent the Junior?
I think so.
I enjoyed the first film. I think Ralph and Penelope have a good relationship, chemistry, because he's kind of like the oaf idiot and she's like the hyperactive child. So it's kind of fun to see those two types of characters together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this one looks like, okay, just expand it out. Okay, now they make it to the internet. But how much of seeing funny things on the internet, when does that work then?
Yeah, exactly. What's the whole point of this?
I was done randomness on the internet just within that trailer. I want to see who's the bad guy. Something's going to happen where they screw something up, and then they have to fix it, you think?
Like in the first movie.
Or do you think they're going to have to fight a virus, like a internet virus?
I think so, yeah.
That might be the bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a virus in the first movie, that was it, too.
See, in the first movie, it was that guy who was in a... old racing game, and they were going to replace his game because Road Blaster came out and everyone was playing that. So he went into that game and took it over.
Yeah, but remember he brought Wreck-It Ralph brought that virus from the other game.
Well, they weren't really. When you say virus, it's not like it was something made to destroy.
No, it was meant to
affect
bugs, but it ended up acting like a virus.
Yeah, because it kept replicating.
It did what it did in the game, which was.
And this guy was obsessed with always being like remembered, so he was taking over other games.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't kind of repeat the same kind of enemy.
Yeah.
But there has to be a bad guy of some kind.
Yeah, and also...
But we didn't see it in that trailer.
Yeah, that trailer didn't show off anything for story-wise. This is like Penelope and Ralph go on an adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not what I want to see.
An episode of a TV series, but not a movie, right?
Yeah, or even like, you know how cartoons do that sometimes where they'll do like maybe like a 30-minute short, and it's like, they go...
that's what it felt like, right?
Yeah, but that's not what I want in a movie, though.
And exactly. And no, it didn't introduce any new characters either.
Nothing.
So
just some of these weird pop-up people like that were like... And you saw like little people walking around.
I mean, the problem is you're trying to show how superficial it is, but that can make your story superficial, too, because they are superficial. That's the problem with that.
And also, maybe they should have a character that looks like Minecraft. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, see, it's funny. What real games do you think they're going to have in there?
I would say Minecraft would be like a shoe-in.
Do you think they might show more Nintendo stuff?
Maybe.
Because they wanted Mario in the first movie. Like, he was going to be at the party scene, but Nintendo was very particular about the way Mario looks and things.
Yeah.
So they didn't trust Disney. But now that the first one was such a big hit, and Disney's kind of moving forward with the Mario movie, maybe they'll let Mario be in this movie.
Yeah, kind of like the same thing with like Toy Story. They didn't want Barbie in the first Toy Story.
Yeah.
Now it's a hit. Oh, now we want you to have Barbie now. It's
exactly.
Because even in the first Wreck-It Ralph, Ryu and Ken, Cammy was in it, Chun-Li was in it. Even though they were walking around in the background, they were there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe if Mario's in this movie, it will be just like a little cameo.
Zangief was a big part.
Yeah, Sonic was in the first movie.
Yeah, Sonic was in
remember, you can't die outside your game. Like, it was just one little line, but it was cool that Sonic was in the movie.
Funny.
Yeah.
And I remember they even had like basketball players that they like.
For the best, like maybe Jam or something.
Yeah.
People were trying to pick out stuff from the trailer that were Easter eggs. Like that first room they were in, that was that green energy thing. It looks a lot like the original Xbox
startup
screen with all the green energy and to do the. It looks just
cool.
like it.
It looks like basically the
like
original,
a teleporter.
Yeah, like a containment field thing that was like in the middle of your.
And people were saying in the background on the eBay thing, there was a frying pan from PUBG. Because that was like a big like a melee weapon in that game, so that could be fun. But here's
for
the
a little
thing:
while though, but like you were saying, it could get old though.
the internet is a very disgusting place.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna make a hint at like, oh, the porno or anything like that?
I think if it is, it's going to be very small and very quick.
It'd have to be something like Rick's like, oh, Ralph is like, what's in this place? He opens the gate.
No.
Okay, but you can't go in there. Like, you don't need to go in that
like
place.
he sticks his head in or something.
And all of a
he's
sudden,
like,
you might hear like a woman's voice, like real quick, and you see like a red light, and like, okay, we're closing this. You can't see that.
What's in here?
Penelope,
No,
let's
don't
go
worry
some
about
in
it.
this. We don't need to go down
That's
this
probably
area.
as far as you go with it. You can't do more than that.
Or like maybe there's a wide shot and there's like a red light district, like it looks.
Yeah, you'll see red. You'll see red. I guarantee.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It has to be.
Because trust me, you can't make a story about the internet without talking about things like that. Do you think they're going to bring in other internet culture memes?
Yeah, they have.
creepy
Oh,
pastas.
memes. I think memes will probably definitely be in it.
Yeah, even in the emoji movie, they had a joke about that because like they had a thing where like in the movie
The movie's horrible, but
the
okay.
movie's a horrible movie, anyways. There's a part where he's like the secret app that hides all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh, what would a teenager need to hide from his parents?" And then like the
Duh.
emoji looks at him like, "You're a freaking moron."
Yeah, the teenage boy might do something on his phone that he don't want his parents to know about. Oh, I wonder what that could
I
be.
know, right?
But anyways, it's just I think there's a lot of like funny stuff they can do, but again, when is that going to get to the point of?
Do you think
like,
Fix It Felix and what's her face, his wife, are going to be in the movie?
they have to be because I what also could happen too. Maybe
They get trapped?
They get trapped there and they have to go find them again. But again, it's kind of like
The first movie again.
first
a little
movie
bit.
again.
See, I don't like it when you use same ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe something again. I'm trying to think like again, or is the bad guy going to be internet trolls?
No,
That'd be
worst.
an eye roller. But I'm gonna say this: wouldn't it be funny if instead Felix and his wife are on the honeymoon and they get in the internet and they have to go after them? Wouldn't it be funny just a little different?
See, I think, or maybe something like I'm even thinking maybe they might make a thing for like internet addiction. Like, oh, this new place is so great, and all the games start going to the internet, and they're not coming back to their games.
Man, that could be
So maybe
interesting.
like the guy who owns the arcades, like, oh, all the machines are broken, and then you might have to close shop because they won't get off the internet.
And they have to realize it's not good to be on the internet all
Yeah,
the
maybe
time.
are they gonna?
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing that kind of
Yeah.
idea. Maybe they're gonna go that way too.
And pretty soon they start seeing everyone over there. Well, who's playing the games, guys? We got to go back. You know,
Yeah, I don't want to go back. I'm doing this.
that would be interesting. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they would take it that way. But that would be interesting. I think I would like that. 'Cause you necessarily won't need a bad guy then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The bad guy is the fact that you won't go back to your game. You
Yeah.
won't do what you were meant to do.
Yeah.
And then we have the overeating cat that explodes and dies.
Yeah.
It's so funny though, because since it's like an app game, if that wasn't programmed into the game, why would it happen?
Exactly.
It's a funny joke, it's a funny gag, but it's like, okay, that doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
just keep shoving more in there.
The kitty gets the pancakes.
And then what ends up happening is that Ralph gets in so deep it starts happening quickly. He goes to one app, next. It never
See,
ends.
there might be, I'm wondering if that's the way they're going to go, because they didn't necessarily show off a bad guy of any
No,
kind.
there was no-
What's the conflict? There has to be
That's gotta
something.
be a conflict.
See, that would be a decent conflict. I think that might be a decent.
Then if you don't want to have a bad guy per
yeah,
se.
like an actual like bad guy that has a face.
Unless the
Yeah.
bad guy's gonna make it where they can't go back. Maybe he's like, yo, he's persuading them. Oh, come here. It's more better here.
I just hope
you know?
it's not some stupid thing like, oh, the main bad guy's fake news or an internet troll. Like, I hope it's nothing like that.
Yeah, please not. That would kind of
That'd be
It
terrible.
should be an emoji.
Yeah, no, it should be the emoji movie.
Yeah, I know. It's back, everyone. In pause form.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see another trailer, like a full trailer that actually explains a little bit of the story.
I think we'll get one in the summer. Guaranteed by summertime we'll get, because it's coming out Thanksgiving. So we still
Either
got
way, I think it's gonna have a lot of laughs. And the first movie had a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
And cool little
I might
video
go
game.
see it in the theaters.
And again, the cool video game references and stuff like that. Like even on
love it.
the code to open up the thing was the Konami code. Stupid stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I want more stuff like that. I want maybe even like some more games. Like even if like a Halo reference was in there.
Like
that'd be
even
cool.
and during the credits of the first movie, they showed like a bunch of different games. Like you saw Marathon, and you had Ralph fighting Blanca for Street Fighter. He gets shocked, like he gets like electrocuted. Like little things like that, I thought were fun. More
Yes.
stuff like that.
Well, the
want
thing
that.
is, do you think all the references are going to be more internet based?
Yeah, probably.
That's what's going to
See, because there was around a lot of references to arcade games.
Yeah.
Especially old school arcade games and like Nintendo games. Now we're kind of now into that thing where it's going to be like what Clash of Clans,
yeah, or is it-
Dota, League
I
of
don't play
Legends.
any of that stuff.
It's going to be the battle royale thing, maybe even.
Oh yeah, PUBG or Fortnite.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it definitely looks like it's still going to be a lot of laughs. The first one surprised me. I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
lame, but it turned out pretty good. So definitely want to see more from this.
I hope it keeps it hard from the first.
Yeah, and the first one also, that was another thing too. These movies, even if they're just funny, but if you have that heart, it had good heart in the end. Because he was willing to kill himself to save Penelope.
Yeah, and then in the end, I like how they looked at each other's games after they both won, and they're looking at each other. Like,
he's like, you know what? Even when I lose, it's a good thing because they lift me up and I can see over the top and I can see her in her game and she's racing and everyone loves her and it's like, oh, it's like his daughter in a weird way.
Yeah,
and he's like, you know what? If that little girl likes me, how bad can I possibly be? I'm like, oh,
that's nice.
Ralph is a good guy. Just because he's a bad guy doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
According to Zangief.
Saying we need more Zangief.
Yeah, I wanted some of that, in this film.
I bet you there's going to be more of that. That's the charm of the original film.
Yeah.
As long as you keep some of that charm, I think it's going to be
I think they were trying to maybe show how much different it is from the first one. Maybe. Yeah. I'm going to go with that, hopefully.
Yeah, and how the internet looks a lot different from a video game, like how their world is.
Well, like how much vast is a vast city.
Oh, yes. Their little arcade, because again, like in this world of Wreck-It Ralph, the arcade is the universe.
Yeah.
But once you go outside that arcade, you realize, there's literally, they have no idea outside the world of the arcade.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah. I just want more heart ripping from Kano.
Yeah, actually, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and he's throwing out that zombie's heart.
He's
See, you couldn't do it from someone who was alive, but the zombie, it's fine.
Oh, it's totally fine, right?
Yeah, he showed the heart. He's all laughing it up. Yeah, okay, Kano. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.